Welcome to the deep dive. We're jumping straight into a really interesting area today. The global market for, well, what they're calling advanced printers.
hmm
We've got this new 2025 report as our guide, and really our mission here is simple. We want to pull out the most important insights, the key future trends for you.
Yeah, think of it as the shortcut, saving you the time of digging through it all yourself, but still getting you well informed on what's happening.
Exactly. It's a tailored look. Now, the source itself.
Oh, it's comprehensive. It's got market size, forecasts, who the competitors are, regional breakdowns, different segments, the works. It gives us a really solid base.
And it covers quite a span in time, doesn't it? Not just right now.
Right. It looks back historically from 2021 to 2024, gives an estimate for this year,
Okay.
2025, and then projects all the way out to 2033.
Okay, and here's something that, kind of jumped out right away. This market, the global advanced printer market, it's expected to grow from, let's see, about $46 billion, well, $45.98 billion in 2025
Mhm.
to over $78 billion by 2033.
Yep.
Wow, that's quite a leap.
It is. That works out to a CAGR, a compound annual growth rate of nearly 7%,
Hmm.
6.9% to be precise.
Yeah, 6.9%. That really points to some strong underlying forces at play, going from roughly 46 to 78 billion in what, 8 years? That's just a lot happening.
Definitely.
The report does mention 2024 as the base year they used for all these calculations.
Right. Good context. Okay, so we have this pretty healthy growth picture.
hmm
But when we say advanced printers, what exactly are we talking about? What types does the report cover?
It breaks it down by the core technology. So you've got laser printers, thermal, inkjet, even dot matrix printers are in there.
Not matrix, really. Okay.
Yeah, and then there's an others category too, which probably covers more niche or emerging technologies.
Interesting mix. So within that lineup, did anything stand out, like in terms of who's leading now or where the growth is expected?
Well, what's kind of fascinating actually is that despite all the talk about newer methods, the report specifically flags laser printers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says they held a quote noticeable share back in 2023, and crucially, they're expected to see significant growth going forward.
Huh. So laser isn't fading away anytime soon then.
Apparently not. Still a major player and expected to stay that way.
Okay, maybe a bit counterintuitive for some folks. Now, the report also slices the market by where these printers are used. What are the main application segments?
Pretty straightforward, actually. Just two main ones, household use and commercial use.
So home versus business, essentially.
Exactly.
And looking ahead, does it give a sense of which area is, the bigger growth engine or likely to stay dominant?
It does. The projection is that the household use segment is set to expand at a significant CAGR, and importantly, it's expected to hold on to its position throughout the forecast period.
Right through to 2033.
Yeah. Suggests a continuing and probably growing need for pretty sophisticated printing right there in our homes.
That makes sense. With everything becoming more tech integrated at home.
Mhm.
Okay, so beyond size and segments, what's actually driving all this growth? What are the key dynamics pushing the market forward?
There's quite a list of drivers mentioned. Things like rapid urbanization, more cities, more tech needs,
Okay.
then just ongoing technological advancements in the printers themselves. Plus, a growing demand across the board for AI and automation that includes printing.
Right, automation's everywhere.
Exactly. Also, the push for energy efficiency, more automated systems in general, the construction of smart facilities needing smart tech, innovation and infrastructure. It's quite broad.
So a lot of tech trends converging.
Yeah, and then you add government support, increasing investments, more adoption of AI-based tech, changing preferences maybe towards eco-friendly materials, digitalization overall, and remote monitoring capabilities. It's a real mix.
Wow, okay, that's a powerful set of tailwinds. But surely there are, bumps in the road. What does the report say about restraints? Things holding it back?
Oh, absolutely. No markets without challenges. High initial capital investment is a big one. These advanced systems can be expensive upfront.
Sure.
Then there's the need for skilled labor people who
Hmm.
can actually operate and maintain these complex machines. That can be a bottleneck.
Hmm.
And also, regulations, the ongoing operational costs, the sheer complexity of some operations, and high maintenance costs are all listed as potential drags on growth.
So it's not all smooth sailing, a mix of drivers and hurdles. But despite those hurdles, are there specific opportunities highlighted? Where should companies be looking?
Yes, definitely. The report points to continued government support and those increasing investments as key opportunities. And that rising adoption of AI we mentioned,
Yeah.
that's not just a driver, it's also seen as a big opportunity area opening doors for new printer functions, new applications.
Interesting. And what about tech trends within printing itself? Anything specific shaping the future?
The report really emphasizes the integration of things like robotics, IoT, the Internet of Things,
Yes.
connectivity,
Yeah.
and also advanced emission control technologies. These are seen as major trends pointing towards, well, more efficient, more connected, and maybe more sustainable printing down the line.
So printers becoming like smarter nodes in a bigger network?
Sort of, yeah. Much more integrated.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit.
Huh.
Geographically, it's a global market. How does the report break that down? Where's the action happening?
It covers all the major regions: North America, Europe, Asia Pacific, Latin America, Middle East, and Africa.
Standard breakdown.
Pretty standard, yeah. And for each one, it gives you revenue share data and discusses the current trends, but it also goes deeper.
How so?
It actually drills down into key contributing countries within those regions.
Ah, okay. So not just the big picture.
Exactly. By looking at trends and growth rates at that country level, you can get a much richer understanding of what's driving the regional numbers. Really useful for strategy.
Yeah, I can see that. Makes sense. Now, who are the companies making waves in this space? Who are the key players mentioned?
There are quite a few big names listed. You've got Canon, HP, Seiko Epson, Konica Minolta,
Familiar names.
very familiar. Also Sharp, Kyocera, Lexmark, Brother Industries, Panasonic, Rockwell Automation, and Xerox.
Rockwell Automation. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a mix. Some pure printing players, others bringing in expertise from automation and broader tech.
And the report does more than just list them, right? What kind of analysis is there on the competition?
Oh, yeah. It goes into quite a bit of depth. There's competitor analysis, brand mapping, sort of seeing where everyone fits.
Okay.
It also tracks key developments, new product launches, geographic expansion, any M&A activity, partnerships, joint ventures, that kind of thing.
So keeping tabs on their move.
Right. And it includes financial performance, data revenue, margins, market share from 2021 to 2024, plus a SWOT analysis for the main companies. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats.
That's pretty thorough.
Yeah.
Gives you a real sense of their position. Did the report highlight any particular strategies these big players are using?
Yeah, the author specifically mentions that companies like Canon and Seiko Epson are really focusing on strategy building, specifically to strengthen their product portfolios and expand their global reach.
So actively maneuvering for advantage.
Seems like it. Suggests a pretty dynamic competitive phase right now.
Definitely sounds like it. One last thing, external factors. I think you mentioned the report touches on broader impacts.
That's right. Yeah, it specifically outlines the impact of the Trump tariff war, as it calls it, on this particular market.
Right. A good reminder that these industries don't exist in a vacuum.
Exactly. Broader economic and political stuff definitely plays a role.
Crucial to remember, especially now. Okay, so if we were to boil this all down, what are the main takeaways from this deep dive into the 2025 Advanced Printer Market Report?
Well, I think the big picture is a market with really solid growth potential. It's being fueled by tech advancements and, growing adoption in both homes and businesses. Laser printers are, maybe surprisingly, still a very key segment with strong growth expected, and that household demand is a major driver and likely to stay that way.
And the companies.
The competitive landscape has these big established players who are clearly strategizing hard. And yeah, we can't forget that external factors like trade issues can definitely influence things.
Okay, clear summary.
Yeah.
So thinking about all that growth and the tech integration you mentioned, here's maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on. How might our whole idea of a printer actually change by 2033?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, beyond just putting ink or toner on paper, what new jobs could they do? What new integrations might we see in our homes or workplaces?
You could imagine them becoming much more tied into smart home or smart office ecosystems, maybe handling different materials, or, like you said, doing totally new tasks we don't even associate with printing today.
Exactly. Lots to think about there. Hopefully this deep dive gave you a solid grounding. And as always, feel free to explore further. Maybe dig into a specific technology or application or see what's happening in your part of the world.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us for this look into the future of advanced printing.